Welcome back. ABC 24 is all about keeping you safe. Some Mid-South businesses and other organizations, including churches, are again getting official-looking notices that suggest they need to pay to get a Tennessee certificate of existence. Now, the Tennessee Secretary of State has issued his second alert this year about this scam. But joining us now this midday is Randy Hutchinson from the Better Business Bureau to tell us more about how they're actually targeting people. Good afternoon, Randy. How are you?
Yeah, good.
All right. Well, so tell us a little bit about how this scam works, especially if it's the second time they're having to put out a notice.
The notice is titled 2022 Certificate of Existence Request, comes from a Nashville company called Tennessee Certificate Existence Filing Company. I'm not sure there's a real company by that name or that they're in Nashville. But the form itself has an official looking seal, kind of looks like a government seal, other language, features that make it appear to be coming from the state. And it says that businesses have to pay a fee of $175.50 to get this certificate of existence. The fine print discloses that the company is not really affiliated with the government, but it's pretty fine compared to all the other bigger official looking language.
So what does the Secretary of State's alert actually say about the form?
There really is such a form that some businesses might need in some situations, but not many situations. If they do need it, for example, maybe a bank requests it as part of verification to get a loan, but businesses can get the form directly from the Secretary of State for $20, not $175. By the way, some of the bogus notices say Tennessee Certificate of Existence filing. Others simply say Tennessee Certificate Service, same scam. But nonprofits, churches, small businesses are the ones who are most susceptible to these sorts of official, perhaps even scary looking notices.
So then what is your advice? Because I can imagine you get them scary, especially if it looks official.
By the way, there's a sort of a consumer version. People get letters not from the same outfit that says they need a copy of their deed. And again, tells them you need to pay X amount of money to get your deed, which they may already have or may not really need. But in this case, before you pay money to any supposed government agency, be sure it's legitimate. When in doubt, call a number to verify. Don't call the number on the form. That's the scammers. Don't be pressured by threats of fines or other negative actions to pay a fee that again, you may not really owe. If the notice comes via text or email, don't click on attachments that could download malware. Look at the notice. If it contains misspellings, grammatical errors that indicate it isn't professional, and this particular notice has a number of those, that indicates it's probably not really coming from the government. Be wary if the email that it comes from or that you have to respond to or ask questions of is a Gmail or a Yahoo rather than an official government site or some corporate domain name. The email address on these forms is outlook.com. Tennessee Secretary of State is not going to send you a form from outlook.com.
Yeah, they absolutely won't. Just be extra vigilant these days because it seems like everybody's out to get your money, right, Randy?
That's absolutely true.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this midday.